Hey, this is Chris with Phoenix Gaming. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I did get a chance to play a handful of games at 10th yesterday. We didn't really use points. We just kind of went, you've got 3 units of troops and a couple characters. I've got 3 units of troops and a couple characters. We just wanted to walk through the core rules, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick summation of how I felt about them. So far, every interaction I found in 10th has been very clean, very well written. The rules themselves seem very good. There's not a lot of room for weird interpretations. I've caught a few mistakes or a few glaring things, but I do know that there's a FAQ designer's commentary coming out soon. Simply because when I was in Kansas City working, I got that information, so I know things that are gonna come out to kind of clean up some of the sloppy areas of the rules. But for the most part, it is one of their more cleanly written books. So I definitely recommend if you were on the fence about getting into 10th, if you like ninth, play 10th. Like it's just ninth but better. Kind of like how ninth, aside from the codexes, right, the power creep, ninth core rules were just eighth but better. So as long as we don't get the codex creep issues that we had in ninth and that we get so many additions, I think 10th is going to be a great addition. There are a few things that I'm still kind of leery on. We didn't use a lot of vehicles and we didn't run into a lot of like the anti-X devastating wounds combo. So we didn't really have a whole lot of just mortal wound guns doing their thing. So I couldn't tell you how that interacts. It was almost exclusively infantry, and we didn't use anything but the faction focus. So like I had my here we go strat, and then we just used the core strats. But the core strats are very good. They're very well written. They're usable by all factions, and they all make sense. Like the heroic intervention strat is awesome. Uh, if you're a melee player like me, be prepared for changes in the fight phase. It is a slightly different game. You lose some of the movement shenanigans that we had before, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of the melee's kind of toned down to some degree, so it's a little bit weird. But outside of that, like it's still good, and the game still interacts in a good, clean way. Unfortunately, like most of us were playing fairly melee centric armies, so we didn't really get to see a ton of the shooting on the table, which we'll probably see this coming week when our resident Tau player comes and starts kind of working through it with us. We'll get to see how that interacts, and we'll get to see some Votan, and hopefully we'll have the full index by the time we get to that. So, again, before I wrap this up, I just want to shout out the community. Everybody in the community has been awesome. The feedback that I get from people like Nick and even like from Proxy Hammer and some of the other folks that have left me comments telling me what they'd like to see get improved on my channel. I do listen, I do look at that, and I do follow it, and I do look for ways to make my channel better. So, again, the feedback you guys have given me, I really appreciate it. I love it. I love 40K and I love content creation. So, this is just a way for me to do two things I love and share it with the world. So, it's one of those where I feel very fortunate and very lucky that I get to do this. And so, I appreciate any feedback you guys give me. It's awesome. Stream games start probably not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We'll see how the Warcom releases go. If we can get some full indexes, we might do some kind of like 1,000 point ish kind of throw some stuff on the table just to show people how things interact. We'll see how it goes. Outside of that, yeah, stream games picking up. New intro to the videos. Hope you guys like it. And outside of that, I think we're done. I'm going to call it right here so we can keep this video short. Just wanted to share it. If you're on the fence about 10th, if you like 9th, you'll like 10th. It's a very good, very well written edition as far as the core rules go. So pick it up. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me. Drop a line in the comment. Ask for an interaction. Ask for a video on an interaction. I had a lot of people ask for the leader interaction, so I made sure that was one that I did. And so, don't ever feel like you can't ask me for something because you can. And I actually appreciate it when you do because that tells me what you guys want to see and then I can just make it. So thanks a lot. You guys have a great day and I will talk to you later this week.